Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back to Exotic Wine Travel. I am your host, Matthew Horkey. I just got excited today because we're filming after a couple of days hiatus, not filming. We're still here in Sarajevo. We're staying at we stayed at 2 Airbnb apartments at Sarajevo, and they've been really interesting because, excuse me, what they were are the people that were renting them out. They were owned by their grandparents, and then their grandparents passed away, and they decided to rent their apartment. So they've been charming. There's a bunch of old stuff that I remember in my grandmother, so that's fine. Before we get started, I have to apologize for my hair. My hair is a little bit ridiculous today. I'm finally getting it cut tomorrow. By the way, I'll talk about haircut. I hate getting haircuts. Like, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate sitting there having like a stranger try to make small talk with you because I don't like small talk. Shireen made me one time while we were in Singapore. She's like, "You're an adult. You deserve an adult haircut." So we went to this expensive salon. It was expensive. Oh, it was an air freshener. It was in this expensive, and it was, they massaged my head. They shampooed my hair. He was awesome. He scissored my hair. He didn't use clippers at all. He took forever styling it. And I have to admit, it turned out awesome. But I don't want to be in a salon for an hour and a half. So I just never went back. I hate getting haircuts. I find it a little more interesting on the road, but I'm always a little bit more scared while we're traveling because you can't communicate and you just point. I don't know. Anyways, I'm on a rant. So let's get into some wines today. So let me just drop some knowledge on you. In Croatia, specifically, in terms of Croatian laws, and they spread around. I've noticed it happens in Serbia, Bosnia Herzegovina. I think Slovenia does the same. They have 3 tiers of qualities of wine. They have Stono Suvo, which is table wine. They have Kvalitetno, which is quality wine. And then they have Vrhunsko, which is their top wine. And I know in Croatian wine, I think Slovenian wine, they follow that pretty regularly. Serbia, they kind of put that on the labels, maybe not. Herzegovina, they put it on the labels. I don't know what their laws are here, but I'm just dropping that knowledge because these are all Bosnia Herzegovinian wines, and these are all Vrhunsko wines that we're going to be trying today. So, you ready to rack, Shireen? Let's give it a go. So, I chose this first one. There's 2 indigenous varieties here in Bosnia Herzegovina, and the white is called Žilavka. This is the Vinogradi Nuić Žilavka from 2014. Awesome price in the supermarket. This is a Vrhunsko, so this is their top wine. This bad boy rang in, I think, maybe like $8 in the supermarket, so that was awesome. Some super high quality wines here in Bosnia Herzegovina. I got this wine because our friend Ivana from Macedonia, an author of the guides to the Republic of Macedonian wines, which we will be writing about. Don't worry, baby. I'll put a link in because I'm finishing up an article on that on the Blue Roster. She said this is one of the best Žilavkas she's ever had. Let's give it a go. Let's see what it's a white wine, of course. So first of all, I've only had 2 Žilavkas. I had one from Macedonia and one from here. Both were okay, simple drinking white wines. Nothing offensive, but nothing fantastic about them. Let's give this a go. This is kind of cloudy. Something that you don't see in modern wines today with filtration, fining, and everything. There's cloudiness. It's like a pale yellow color. Let me give this a... Shireen's making a face, so I think she's scared I'm going to be drinking this. Really nice, really nice Sauvignon Blanc-y nose, and more French style, not New Zealand style. I get pear, just a slight bit of tropical flavor. I get a lot of mineral on the scent, a little bit of citrus. From what I understand, somewhere in Herzegovina, we haven't gone there, there's some wines they call stone wines, where the vines basically grow straight out. The soil is just stones, and the wines grow straight out. Let me give this a go. I have not tried this wine before, so... A lot of lemon flavor. A ton of lemon flavor. Acidity maybe just a touch out of balance, or just a touch too high. Hold on one sec. Yeah, I still get the pear melon. I know that's kind of generic for white wine. Really lemony, really acidic-y. Shireen, you want to taste this? You want to come on, or you just want to hold on to it? It's pretty well-made wine. That's for $8 US. I don't think it's that bad. What do you think? Shireen's about to taste it right now. Maybe you put that in front of somebody blind. I don't think they might think it's a Sauvignon Blanc.
When I first smelled it, I smelled raw egg again.
You smell something I've noticed in Herzegovina. You smell a little bit of rawness in the wines. I can tell even you don't think it's that bad, right?
Not bad.
No, it's not bad at all. I'm going to give this, on my Vivino scale out of 5, I would say this is a 3.4 for me personally. I don't think it's bad at all. I would drink this. Maybe the nose has a little bit of rawness in it. Just a touch, not too bad. That might throw some people off, but the taste is there. Everything on the palate's there. It's got a long end palate. Acidity might be a tinge too high. Got nice minerality though. But the first thing I tasted, it was almost like I was tasting lemon juice. And not lemonade, lemon juice, right? But after a while, the flavors settled in. Not bad. Decent effort. We'll move on. We'll move on to a grape that has caused a lot of derision in our travels here. And it's Blatina, because I love Blatina. And Shireen's not as convinced in Blatina. It reminds me of the first time I went to Central Italy, Tuscany. Lucca was the first place I've ever went in Tuscany when I was a graduate student. I was not that into wine yet. I had a carafe of house wine, and it was awesome. Blatina reminds me of a simple Sangiovese, like simple Tuscan wines. Maybe Sangiovese from Emilia-Romagna. Maybe the Morellino di Scasano, the southern part of Tuscany, maybe a little bit. I really like it. This is the Vinogradi Nuić 2013 Blatina Barrique. This is the Vrhunsko wine from Vinogradi Nuić. We already tasted this. This is the Vrhunsko. We also tasted the lower level wine. Won gold at the International Wine Challenge in Vienna. I thought that was really good. Shireen really liked this too, actually, right. This is the one we had at lunch the other day. So I just wanted to show that, so we have these two wines together. But this one is one I've not tasted before. I've tasted about 6 or 7 Blatinas. This is the Vino Matić Blatina from 2013. This is a Vrhunsko wine. Not so funny, Blatina, what we're about to go through Bosnia Herzegovina, it's only south of Mostar and West Herzegovina. On the other side of Herzegovina, it's mostly Vranets. So I'm looking forward to heading to that area. I know nothing about this winery, the wines. I know absolutely nothing. All I know is in the shop it was about $9 US. I have no idea if it was barriqued or not. I tend to like the Blatinas that I've had that are not barriqued. The barrique is okay. This one has darker color than the simple ones I've had, so I'm guessing that it might be barriqued. Hold on one second. Seriously, it reminds me so much of Sangiovese. There's like this. The color is it's got decent clarity. It's not opaque. We're looking at a garnet to ruby color, actually. The wine does have a lot of vibrance. Let's give this a smell. Now, I'm used to smelling a lot of sour cherry from Blatinas. This one I'm getting a little bit more chocolate and not sour cherry. More black cherry, raspberry, chocolate vanilla. So this might be barriqued, or maybe this is wood for just a little bit. I pick up a faint hit of white pepper. Sure, you might like this because this is Blatina that doesn't have the raw smell. So let me give this a taste. This is what I like about Blatina a lot. So, once again, it sounds so generic, but a lot of the Blatinas that I enjoy, even though it might, is not a complex wine by any stretch of the imagination. Sour Cherry City. Sour cherry, a touch of pepper, nice acidity, decent end palate, no holes. There's no holes in the front, middle, or end palate. There's basically no tannins, or very little. Maybe just a touch from the Barrique. The ones that I've had from the non-Barrique Blatinas are kind of like the New World cheap, inexpensive New Zealand Pinot Noirs, where they just don't feel any talent. It's all fruit and it slides right down the palate. You want to taste this? It's got a little bit. See, what I like about wines, and I don't know, I still have yet to figure out if it's primary, secondary, or tertiary aroma, is, well, first of all, primary aromas come from the fruit. Secondary aromas come from the fermentation, and the tertiary aromas come from the barrel. But I like aromas when they smell a little bit rubbery. Almost like a burnt rubberiness. Do you smell that? And that's what it has. And I equate that, I've only smelled it in great wines. What do you think?
Not bad.
It's pretty good. I mean, most of the Blatinas I've found, I'm going to have this at the same 3.7, 3.8 range. I've had one that's been a 4 out of 5, which is darn good. What I like about them is they go well with food, nice acidity, nice easy drinking wines. I just enjoy them. Maybe just because it reminds me of Italy. I mean, that part of Herzegovina is on the same latitude as Tuscany. It's right across the Adriatic Sea, so maybe that's why I like it. Sound good to you? Okay, that's all. Well, I hope you like this episode. We're going to be going to Herzegovina. We're getting our car in a few days. We'll be shooting. We're going to a famous monastery that makes really good vranets. I'm excited about that. We're going to be heading to coastal Croatia, Dalmatia, Istria. We're going to Montenegro, so we're going to shoot a lot of films there. If you like this channel, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Exotic Wine Travel. I'll see you at the next episode.